Hello, biz owners. On today's Tools to Grow, I want to talk to you about automation and AI. So, what is automation and AI? Well, automation is doing repetitive tasks to in an automated fashion. For instance, Henry Ford, a long time ago when he was making his Model Ts, he could have had a group of people build one car at a time. And then once it was done, they build the next one. But instead, he automated it. He had an assembly line, so he had people doing repetitive things, putting on the door, putting on the windshield. It went down the line and it repetitively did certain tasks. This is what you can do nowadays for your business. You need to identify what things can be done repetitively and automated. And when this is done, you're going to boost productivity. Look what it did to Henry Ford. It boosted their productivity, and they were able to produce more cars faster. So, what about AI? AI is, think of AI as your new employee. It helps, it can help your business work smarter, faster, and making business decisions. For instance, like me, I used to work in an insurance company. So I worked with a bunch of other people in IT, and we can collaborate and we talked about things and we strategized. I'm working by myself now, but can still use AI to my advantage and use AI to be that other group of people, asking questions and respond to me and help me to fill in the gaps where I used to have people to do that. Okay. So let's talk about automation again. Why is automation important? Because it helps reduce errors and increases your efficiency. Consider this, if you are one person and you had to do task A, B, C, D, E, F, all the way up to Z, there's a good possibility you're going to miss something. But if you have a, an automation that does just task A, it goes and passes it to next one that does task B, is doing the same thing over and over again. You're going to reduce errors and it's going to increase your efficiency. So, automation and AI is a way to even small businesses like you and me can level the playing field. Instead of hiring a bunch of employees, we can use AI as our additional employee. We can also use automation, find out what tasks we have, and learn how to automate them. And if you need help with any of those, contact me. Go to Grow My Biz. You see the title up there, to growmybiz.com/call-bill. Let's talk. Let's see how I can help you to automate and use AI to grow your business. Hello, Bill Quigley again with To Grow Tools to Grow. And today we're going to talk a little more about automation, what it is, and why it's a must. So, what is automation? Automation is basically identifying repetitive tasks and finding ways that they can be done automatically without you having to do it or having someone else do it. By identifying these tasks, you get to free up time and put in an automated workflow, and then you increase your productivity. And this will free up, it can free up to 10 hours or so more of your time per week. So, what is an example of automation? So for me, I have I have an automation. I have a couple properties that are in the Pekin area, and I send out. So what's an example of an automation? So I have a client. They have a couple properties in the Pekin area, and what Pekin does is they bill the home owner for the garbage and the water usage. Well, the homeowner needs to pass that on to the person who's living there. So what the automation we had put together is we have it automated so that when we get those new bills, we have an email and has a link an email for to go and get that view that invoice, that Pekin bill, so that the tenant can pay it or they can pay the homeowner. So I have this in automation. The only thing I need to do is every month when the bill comes in is get that link into the email and then kick off the email. It goes automatically down. It identifies, it sends the right email to tenant one, tenant two, tenant three, tenant four, tenant five. It sends it all done that automatically. I only have 5 minutes of work to do a month, and that saves me a lot of time of emailing and doing all the stuff manually. So this is an example of how you can automate things. And this saves me a lot of time, so I don't have to. And the homeowner, if you do it, it saves you a lot of time and reduces error because I could, if I didn't have it automated, I could be sending bill for tenant one to tenant two. Tenant two could be getting tenant five's bill, and it could be all messed up. But when it's automated, it knows exactly who to send which bill to which tenant. Now, AI and automation is pretty new in the last year or so, and it's changing constantly. So, as an early adopter, your business, you need to jump on it now because it's constantly changing. And if you're not jumping on it, your business competitors are jumping on it and they are going to take advantage of this. So, you don't want that to happen. So, if you don't want that to happen and you want to talk more, give me a call at togrowmybiz.com/call-bill and let's talk and let's see if we can get your business automated and using AI. Hello, business owners. In today's Tools to Grow, we're going to talk to you a little bit about what's the difference between AI versus automation. What is the difference? So, AI is artificial intelligence, as you may not know, and artificial intelligence does not mean that there's a machine out there who is looking at you and doing all the things and replacing you totally. No, it's still a learning. If you go and you look at AI, you'll see LLM a lot, and that means learning language model. It's a learning thing. It can only provide the output to you based on the input you give it. And that's where prompting comes highly important on how to ask questions. So AI, to me, AI is helping you improve your business, not to replace your employees and stuff. It's to improve them. When your employees, there's businesses out there now that mandate their employees use AI and they have to define which AI they're using and how they're improving things because it's improving their workload, their performance. Now, automation, on the other hand, is a rules-based task management thing. So it goes through a flow and says, okay, if this happens, then you go do this, or you go do that, or let's do this. It's an automation. It's doing the same thing. So instead of thinking about it, it automatically does it for you. You set it up, and you set up correctly, it'll do everything for you. It can read the contact information. It can send out emails, text messages. It can send you information. Automation is really important in repetitive tasks to get them off your plate and not worry about them. Now, AI brings intelligence to data. It is a way to have another employee who's not an employee provide you data. When I was in the workforce, I had a lot of communications with other employees or co-workers of mine in the IT field, and we bounced back and forth ideas and stuff, and that's how we found out how to improve things for us and for our company. AI, you can use that to do that for you. Now, automation focuses on efficiency because when you have someone who's doing task 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, they can get confused. While they're in the middle of the process, they might get interrupted and then they're going to forget, well, what was I doing? What do I need to do next? With automation, you don't have to worry about that. It knows do this, this, and this. It doesn't get interrupted. It is going to do the task that you tell it to do until it's completed. So how can you use it both? Well, one of the ways I do it is I can use AI to write me email letters. Let's say I want to contact some customers of mine and I want to set a different emails. I can use AI to generate for me. I can do it myself. It's going to take me a long time because I'm not the best linguistically and writing styles, but AI can do it for me and it helps me to give a starting point. I can go ahead and change it and modify it as needed to make it fit more me. But I use AI to generate the emails. And then what I do is I can put those emails into automation workflows so that I can give it a list of here's 50, here's 100 customers. Send out this email to them and it'll go and do it automatically and send them out. The other nice thing about all the automation they have, it can tell me if they opened it, if they clicked on it, if it bounced, if it was a bad email. There's a lot of other things that automation can do that is much harder for you to do on your own. So, if you want to know more about AI or automation and how it can improve your business, give me a call. Go to growmybiz.com/call-bill. Let's talk. Hey everyone, Bill Quigley here with Tools to Grow. Today, let's talk about how AI and automation can save you 10 plus hours a week. Has done it for me. Let me show you how. So one of my clients, they like to have a newsletter sent out twice a month, on the 1st and the 15th. So how do I save time? Well, I go into AI and I said, this is what my client does. This is their business. Give me 10, 20, 30 topics of items that will be interested for their clients would like to learn about. And they would generate those topics. And then what I every now I have a list of topics for the newsletters. So then every month or twice a month, I'll go in and get one of those topics. I'll go back into AI and say, hey, on this topic here, create for me a newsletter that that will give value to these customers, these clients, these readers. And I put that in there and it generates information. Now I might need to go in and tweak a little bit, but it's a really good starting point. Instead of me having a discussion with someone in my group, in my workplace, which I don't have, I can do it through AI. That is how I can create newsletters. One, create a list of topics. Two, every topic, put it in and have it create a newsletter for me. And then I copy and paste it and send out the newsletter. So now where does automation come in? So now that I have the newsletter, I create the newsletter and I put it through an automated workflow so that I can upload the contacts for this client and send it to that automated workflow to send out the newsletters. It'll go through and it'll do it in batches so that it's not overrunning the email count, but do it in batches and send out the emails, the newsletters to their clients. Now, one of the other benefits we have is we can see which ones opened it, which ones didn't open it. And if there's any bad emails, we can identify the bad emails so they do not get sent the next newsletter and the client can be notified and either update it, remove it, whatever. So by using AI and automation, I've saved at least 10 hours a week by doing this. Creating the topics, creating the information for a newsletter, putting it all in automation, voila. If you want to learn how you can do that too in your business, give me a call. Go to growmybiz.com/call-bill. Let's talk. Let's see if we can save you 10 hours or more per week. Hello, people. Bill Quigley here with Tools to Grow. And today, let's talk about some myths. Let's talk about the myths of what automation and AI myths. Let's debunk some of these. So, for instance, you hear that automation is too expensive or AI will replace real people. Let's dig down on that a little bit. So, myth one, automation is for large enterprises. No, maybe at one time it used to be, but not anymore. I mean, for less than the cost of one employee for 1 week, you can get automation done. You can get automation done for you on a monthly basis. Yes, there is a fee, but the cost will be a lot less than one employee for 1 week. Now, what about AI? It's going to completely replace any need for humans. Nah, I don't think we're there yet. Right now, AI is still a language learning model, LLM. So it's constantly learning. AI, okay, what's Google? Google is basically a form of AI. It goes out there, you ask it, do a search for this. It goes out there and looks for all those things for you. AI is even better than Google. I mean, it goes out there and it pulls in all that information that we've fed to the internet for many years, and it can go out and pulls in all that information and gives you the information that you need. So instead of having a big corporation with a bunch of employees who you can ask questions about, AI can do that for you. How cool is that? Okay, AI is too expensive. Well, we already talked about that already. It's not necessary for large enterprises, and it's not too expensive. You for less than one employee's salary per week, you can get you can get automation uh, subscription for you and do it. Now, what about automation? It requires a lot of complex tech skills. One time, yes, but now it's much simpler. There's different ways that the automation can work, and there's a lot of videos. Nowadays, we have a lot of videos and tools to help you. YouTube is really great for finding out information how to do different things. So if you find an automation platform and you're not sure how to do it, you can go and look at YouTube. Start off small. That's what it's there for. So what about automation removes the need for any human oversight? Nah, I use automation a lot, and I still have to go in there. There's changes. There's always changes for your automation. Maybe you need to send it to this person, or this person isn't working there, so you need to get them off the automation. There are different things that are constantly changing, even for automation. But it's so much simpler to change this little part or that little part than change the whole thing. So it's not going to remove any oversight for you at all. You're still going to need to have someone who will go in there and program it or set up the automation and make sure it works, testing and everything. So if you want to learn more about how AI and automation can help your biz, give me a call at togrowmybiz.com/call-bill. Let's talk and let's get your business growing using AI and automation.